Hello and welcome to the Goodnotes tutorial. In this tutorial, you're going to learn basic steps to get you started with the Goodnote app. The first thing that we are going to do is create a notebook. In order to create a notebook, you need to open the Goodnotes app. The first time you open Goodnotes, you don't have any notebooks in this area, so we're going to create our first notebook by going to the upper left-hand corner where there is a plus sign. When you tap on the plus sign, you get two choices, Create Notebook and Import. Later on, you'll be using the feature of Import when teachers have created notebooks already for you. But for now, we're going to hit Create Notebook. Once you hit Create Notebook, you will get this screen, and on the left side, it gives you the choice of a cover, and on the right side, it gives you the choice of paper. If you choose the left side cover, you can have many different varieties of covers that you can choose from and go through the different lists until you find a cover that you like. When you hit the paper side, it will also give you choices of different papers that you can use, lined, graph paper, plain paper. Once you've chosen that, you will title your notebook, in this case, Sample. And then once you hit OK, you will have a finished notebook. There is a white space on the outside of the notebook that will allow you to place a label. If you want to type in the label, press in the label, and a screen will pop up. Hit text, and now you can type. Once you've typed it, you can drag it right to the label that you need. At this stage, your basic notebook is complete. At the top of your Goodnotes app, you have your toolbar, and from left to right, we have your Return to Library. That will take you back to where all of your notebooks are housed. The 4 squares, you'll see later, has contents. Basically, it takes you to the table of contents of each of your notebooks. Your Add has, you can add text, pictures, and other information. Shape recognition, circles, squares, triangles. Your zoom window, when you're writing, we'll go over that. And then the middle section, you have your pen, your highlighter, your eraser, your lasso tool, which you can use to also erase or to move images around. Read-only mode. And then all the way to the right, you have undo, redo, more, and full screen. We'll go through the important ones that you're going to need to know. Once you've made your notebook, you can click on the 4 boxes, and that will take you directly to your table of contents. The first page in the table of contents is always the cover of your notebook, and currently we only have 1 page of notes. I'm going to press page number 2 to take us to that notes page. We will now focus on the writing tools, which are the 5 icons at the top of the toolbar. When I press the first tool, which is our writing tool, it'll give you a choice of colors and pen width. You can choose whatever color and width, and then you can begin writing. If you would like to highlight, you will click the next tool, which is your highlighter tool. If I want to erase a large area, I'm going to use my lasso tool, circle it, and if I press and hold, I will get these choices. I can hit cut, and it will go away. If I go back to write again, I'm going to choose my pen tool, and this time I'm going to use my eraser. All I have to do is press the eraser and wipe the screen away. We will now go over how to make a text box. If you press and hold the screen, a little bubble will appear. Choose text, and a box will come up, and so will your keyboard. Type in what you'd like. You can change the text attributes by, in the center, choosing your font. You can change your size. You can bold. So I'm going to choose the different font. I'm then going to go over, hit the 96, and change the size. If I want to move my box, I press and hold the box, and then I can move the text anywhere on the screen. If I want to change my justification, I would hit left, and now the word goes all the way to the left of the box. If I press and hold the screen again, I'm going to get the bubbles, and if I wanted to delete all of my text, I would just choose delete and then choose delete again, which I did not do in this case to leave it there. If I wanted to edit the text, again, I would click and hold the screen, and the bubble would pop up, and I could choose edit and edit the text that is on the page, or I could choose text, and I will get another text box. If you want to insert a new page into your notebook, you're going to choose the plus sign with the circle around it. Once you have chosen that, the drop-down menu will come down. If you wanted to add an image, you could go here, text box. Then you have the choices of add page above, add page below, import above, and import below. If you want to add a page that will go after your current page, you're going to choose add page below. Once you have done that, you get to choose what kind of paper you want again. If you would like to move from page to page in your notebook, you have two choices. One is the two-fingered swipe. If you want to move to a page before, two-finger swipe to the right. If you want to move to the page after, two-finger swipe to the left. Or you could go up to your 4 boxes and go directly into the table of contents. Here we swiped 2 fingers to the right and then 2 fingers to the left. Or we could choose the 4 boxes at the top and you will get your table of contents. If I want to go directly to page 2, I would simply click on page 2. If I wanted to go to my cover, I would simply press page 1. Get right to 2, back to my 4 dots, 4 squares, and go to page 1. Sometimes you're going to be required to import a document from either Google Drive or Canvas. In order to do that, once again, you're going to go to the plus sign with the circle. And this time, you're going to choose either import above or import below, depending on where you want to put your document. I'm going to choose import below. Once I've chosen that, it's going to give me places of where I could get my document. In this case, I'm going to take it from Google Drive. So I'm going to choose the Google Drive. In Google Drive, I'm going to scroll through until I find the document that I need. Click on it, and it will immediately import it into my Goodnotes. If I use 2 fingers on the screen and spread my fingers apart, I can zoom in. I can choose my writing tool. And once again, choose my color for what I want. And I can complete this math sheet by writing right under the problems and converting 3 pounds to ounces. Sometimes you're going to need to export your work to Google Drive or to Canvas. In order to do that, you want to hit the 3 buttons in the upper right-hand corner of your page. Once you've done that, you'll get a drop-down menu, and you're going to choose the word export. You now have the choice of exporting a current page, or you can export all pages in your notebook. For this purpose, I'm just handing in this assignment, so I'm going to export current page. A new window will appear. The most important part of this window is to make sure that where it says Format, right now it says Goodnotes Document. We want it to say PDF. So therefore, power right here where it says Format, we want to click on this and get a new window and choose PDF. So once we click Format, we'll get a new window up, and then we're going to choose PDF. Once we've done that, now we can hit the Export button. In this window, I'm going to choose Google Drive. Once I click on Google Drive, it will then open a new window, and I want to hit in the bottom right-hand corner, Upload. Then it will upload it to Google Drive. Sometimes I'm going to need Canvas, so I'm going to hit my blue buttons again, hit Export, Current Page, make sure it says PDF again, hit Export, and then choose this time, instead of Google Drive, this time I'm going to choose External Apps. Once I have done that, then I can choose Canvas. I'm going to click External Apps, and then I can slide over and find where I want, which is Canvas. If you would like to close the notebook you are working in, simply go up to the left-hand corner of the page and hit the back arrow. As the year continues, you're going to get more and more notebooks, so we want a system in order to organize it. So therefore, you're going to make different categories for your classes. In order to do that, click the word Categories. I currently have a few categories. One is your uncategorized main page. I have Math, I have Teacher, and then I have Trash. If I want to add a new category, I'm just going to hit the plus sign right next to the word Categories. Once I have done that, it will allow me to create a category and then type in what it is. In this case, I'm going to do Social Studies, where any of my Social Studies notebooks will be housed. Then Social Studies is added to my list. If I want to go back to my uncategorized area and put this notebook into one of my categories, I'm going to press Edit at the upper right-hand corner of the page. I then need to tap on the notebook, and a border will come around the notebook, and up at the top of the page, you will get choices to either export, move, duplicate, or trash. So if you ever needed to throw something out, obviously you would hit the red trash button, and then it will make sure that you really want to throw it in the trash. But what we are going to choose is move, because we want to move this notebook into a specific category. Once I click move, then I can choose which category I want to put it in, which was Math, and then it will add it to my Math category where my other math notebooks are. This ends the basic tutorial for Goodnotes. I encourage you to watch it again so that you're able to master all the introductory features of Goodnotes.